Kalpash is nothing but your time is over. So when time would cease, pranachar. So it is said that a healthy person takes 21,600 breaths in a day. So what yogis do who live for thousands of years, they control their breath. And there is technique. So first of all, Samvit Chakrodaya is there. Samvit Chakrodaya, after Samvit Chakrodaya, your Varnasthan Prakalpan, then Pikhika Bandh, then Hans, all that. And experts can control this to up to 500, 600, 800,000 also in a day.
Okay.
And that way they live for thousands of years.
Oh, okay.
Because count of breath is calculated. And there is one more thing that is very simple thing. Everyone can test immediately. Just concentrate on your spinal cord. Your breath would stop. Immediately stop. This is Shambhavopaya.
Oh, okay.
This is Shambhavopaya. So at the state of Samadhi, your breath would stop.
Okay.
And until that time, so that is why in Trik Darshan it is mentioned that if suppose you want Siddhi, you concentrate on your breath. That is the most important technique.
Okay.
Because rest everything is okay, means you can do, you cannot do, means mantra, today I will do mantra. But concentrate on your breath.
Okay.
Then there is technique also. Don't do like that, otherwise it can give you cardiac arrest. So technique is there. How to, because it is said that from here to here, but not here. There are techniques.
Okay.
So it is prescribed by gurus proscribed by gurus to do in that manner.
Okay. Okay.
So there is another prescription for this purpose.
Okay.
So as Pranana Shakti is there, that Pranana Shakti, when that would exist in the body for the specific count, till that time you would be alive. So this is the concept. So
I think that is a very interesting viewpoint, because a lot of modern medicine and science has aggressively opposed this conception of vitalism and that there is a life force in the body. But at the same time, that leaves modern medicine and science unable to explain certain things. For example, we know that a cell is alive, a heart is alive, a body is alive, organ is alive. But what is it when you put like 4 cells in a petri dish? They are not alive as a unit. But on the other hand, when the sperm meets ovum and then it starts dividing, the same 4 cells may be there, but that is considered one unit. So there is something which binds these multiple disparate organ cells into a unity. And that unity seems to be connected with what is called being alive. And when death happens, it is like, even though in the beginning of the talk I said death to some extent and the Western system is a legal and kind of technical fiction, still there is some connection to reality, because when that brain death happens, for example, the body does start to break down over time.
Correct.
Because there is nothing left to synchronize everything and unify it into one whole. So like, bacteria, protozoa, everything is a single cell organism. They can live by themselves. But for some reason, when that brain dies, everything in your body breaks down and dies. So there is something going on which is beyond what the average understanding given to us by modern science and neurology can get at. And this also connects basically the opposite of what it is to die is what is it to be alive, and what is it to be alive as something, Like at one level you could say everything is alive, everything is conscious, but there is also this smaller level, like Mishraji was saying, when the chitti becomes a chit, like the universal consciousness concentrates itself into a
limited
single, same way the universal life, perhaps we can say, concentrates itself into a unit, perhaps at the time of the conception, and forms a organism. And it is that limitedness which dies at the time of death. And so this discussion that we are having is primarily about this limited organism and consciousness that starts and the limited one which ends at the time of death.